range, right? Especially until she gets the Malefic gun, but you're already able to fight around your central point, that real-world manipulation. You would have had the space to work with, but they leave it up to the Moskov, one of the better picks so far for Sano, and the answer last pick is Sora, going in the XP lane here for NIIGHTMARE.
So far, a lot of interesting picks coming in from both teams, but judging by what has happened throughout this wildcard, I'm really looking forward to see how the side lanes is going to get played. So, Gideon as well as NIIHTMARE, this is going to be Falcons going up against NIIGHTMARE Esports. Game number 1 of this best of 3.
Thank you, LaFell, and welcome to this crucial match as we get ready to go ahead and close out day 3 of the wildcards here after we get through 2 series. Now, this one obviously is pretty intense because I feel like we all came in with expectations for certain teams, and maybe we didn't have too many expectations for others. Well, one thing's for sure, these 2 teams have a lot of history. They have a lot of background, a competitive experience as well throughout MLBB, and now they lay it on the line here in this best of 3 elimination. We're going to jump into the land of Dawn. It's me, NIIHTMARE, and Gideon to bring you the action for this one.
All right, let's jump right into it. Falcons, MENA on the blue side, facing off against NIIGHTMARE on the red side. I think okay, Troll immediately getting some early information on the start of where too easy for Lexi is going to be. Obviously, you have your gold lane to leash you, but now comes the real question. How are they going to play this early game? Because both junglers will end up at the EXP side of the map when they hit 4.
Yeah. They're still about as even as can be, right? When it comes to the Bosch and the Fredrin, in terms of like speed, I mean, this is the old school utility matchup that we're used to seeing. And they'll be able to go ahead and contest things here, but Lithuander already secured up by NIIHTMARE. Looking at the emblems, nothing too much, I think, across the board here.
Yep, nothing too out of the ordinary, but a lot of HP getting lost here by the mid lane. NIIHTMARE trying to get on out of there. Just been alongside with IDID, taking plenty of damage here. Gonna force a recall, and that means first rotation for the side of Falcons.
Trigger control from IDID. You know, he got pretty low. I didn't know if he'd actually burn the flicker or not, but good thing he didn't. So nothing too pressurous, at least before this first turtle. Jasmine's taking quite a bit of damage, though. I mean, he's still got his flicker, too. Tanky enough on the Atlas and just doing what he needs to do. Troll, this is what you expect with the Marcells, you know, and I feel like every single time a team does pick up the Marcel, you are that. I used to call it, at least in MPL Philippines, the mosquito. Like, he's the mosquito.
Yeah.
You know, he's always flying around. You want to swat him out, you know, but you just can't.
He's unironically a little sticky, you know?
Yeah.
He's not there all the time, but when he's there, it's like, please get out of my face. It is truly annoying, but at this point now, first turtle about to be contested by both sides here. Too easy for Lexi. Will face off against Boyen as the mid lane gets attacked straight away. Jasmine doing a good job in zoning them out, but IDID still goes down. Shot residue, too much to handle with the Black Dragon form in. Juviana tries to make the play of his own. Lightning form forced the flicker out very early, but he still has his ult to unleash. Doesn't find the right targets, but Sanji still powering through the damage with the Black Dragon tail to knock them up and allow Troll to get in and out of this fight. Cup in and as well the Spears of Misery. Get in there. He's got the assist, and there you have it. Falcons walk away with 4-1 as a final kill score.
Ooh, okay. I thought IDID was going to be able to get that good usage of the flicker there to stay alive from Cuffin, but man, NIIHTMARE might have gotten the objective, they might have gotten the turtle, but they lost a whole lot of bodies to Team Falcons, and I was wondering how that fight would all play out, you know, but you would just, again, we talked about Sanji's Yuzhong, man. You give him that advantage. I mean, he started it in the mid lane. I'm even surprised that IDID went down the way he did because he burned the flicker to survive it. Then he walked back towards where Sanji was going to be in the Black Dragon form. So, you know, a bit of a mistake there on positioning ends up leading to a few deaths, but nonetheless, they're not too far behind.
Oh, no.
IDID.
Oh no, he gets punished for this. What an interception. Cuffin, what a great call to drop down the RWM early because he had vision with the help of Troll. Dangerous for IDID though. He should not be there without his flicker.
And that's what I was just saying, you know, man, like positioning mistake earlier on. That's another one right there without the flicker. Really questionable right now. So hopefully he can make that adjustment he needs because you don't want to give too many kills over to Team Falcons with this kind of lineup. Top side.
Viviana trying to force this play out here with the Fatal Links as well. They guarantee it, reverting Sanji's lead back to an even score.
Good response. They had to do something to stop Sanji from scaling up here. So Troll will try to go ahead and maintain that lane here. We're 10 seconds away-ish from that turtle to come up. NIIHTMARE looking to even the score out. They've got positioning favor. Let's see what I did ends up taking, too. He's got the golden hour. Troll's swinging around the corner.
I don't know if he wants golden hour, but then again, there's a lot of ults to work with here. The 50-50 is still going to be played as Sano, a little low to actually participate. The golden hour's already out from Nightmare's side, and now they're looking for a response backward as their own return. Fire from Falcons is through. With the Black Dragon form already down, getting plenty of damage down. Sanji makes it out just in time as Juviana now looking for a trade in terms of those kills. Black Dragon Tail is going to connect, and unfortunately, Boyette able to peel perfectly. Nobody can get past him so far as Lexi gets clipped against the wall. Boyette kills him. Now that's going to be a 2-for-0 and a turtle on top of that.
Oh, that's tough. Nightmare, it looked like they might have been able to go ahead and over damage or out throughput Team Falcons there, especially with Juviana on the Sora. But then they just couldn't actually capitalize on the kill. Oh, mid lane too. Little flicker out from Cuffin. He's still going to be fine. Here's Boyette.
They might be able to find the trade here. The flicker is gone, and Troll keeps them in place. Appraiser's Wrath for another killing spree for Boyette.
All right, Team Falcons, this is the synergy we wanted to see, man. You know, this is what we were expecting to see from Team Falcons MENA. They're making it work right now. Nightmare Esports still trying to maintain things in the jungle, on the map. You know, and at the best case scenario for them, they might have to lean towards Nomad, man. This is what we expect, especially with the Claudes in play. Nomad has been able to go ahead and just pretty much farm up, right? Sano joined a couple of the fights with the SOD, and the best thing is Nomad farms up, gets the Trinity, starts to be a threat in these later team fights, maybe potentially just waits for that Lord to come up, but you're going to deal some pressure down here bot side on that gold lane. Nomad will be fine.
Honestly, I don't know who's making the call here, whether Troll is doing this purely off of game sense, but he now knows the exact rotation in Nightmare Esports, right? He's probing reactions out of Nomad. If he gets a battle spell, that's great, but if he doesn't, at least he knows how many reinforcements are coming through that top side.
Yeah, this is one of the things, though, too. Like I said, until Nomad is there, until he's online, you're really relying on whatever ultimate IDID takes and also Juviana, right? That's a lot of your damage right now. So if they can put, oh, that's a great ultimate to take out right before this turtle comes up. So there's already a bit of an advantage for Team Falcons MENA.
They're trying to rush it. They're trying to rush it. But Sanji, he's got the Black Dragon for me. Now he unleashes it. They're trying to force this as soon as possible. Golden Hour is good, but it also takes the turtle as well. Oh, Cuffit takes the turtle, and now Sanji responds. Petrified to knock up one. As we see the turnaround from Juviana, unfortunately, the CC is not enough. Too easy for Lexi. Will give up his life to make sure everybody else doesn't get traded. Oh, wait. Hold on. IDID might be in some trouble here. Forced to go under his T2 because the T1 is compromised, and that is a winning play from Falcons.
Falcons looking to take flight. Oh, Sanji here, he's in trouble. Coming down with the damage. Juviana will pick up a kill.
Nicely done, nicely done. Managed to kill him before the Shower Residue was about to trigger. Juviana now making it worthwhile. But at the same time, at least for Sano, right? They've decided to swap lanes here.
I'm looking at this Valentina pick, man. You know, we've seen that throughout the wildcards. Just hasn't worked too well for teams. But it can be one of the cases where IDID just gets one of those valuable ultimates, whether it's a golden hour or the RWM, and is later on able to set things up for success around the Lord. But with this kind of gap at this point, I'm wondering if Nightmare Esports actually wants to contest the first one. If it's better for them to let it go, or if there's even a chance for them. Nomad's just now getting the DHS.
Yeah, but you can see he's not exactly doing as much damage as well. And nearly loses his head for it. Good sidestep from Nomad's side. But I think the real problem right now is Troll. He already has a golden hour trying to lock one down. Fortunately, doesn't find the right target as a response from IDID is good, but they get out the IMU and they secure it. See, look at how calculated this is.
Yeah, it feels like Team Falcons is just setting things up for IDID to be trapped. And now pushing up on this tier 2 turret, they're going to be pushed off of it. Nomad will be there to help clear things out.
Yeah, but honestly, if Troll doesn't get the MVP of this game, I'm going to be very upset. He is doing literally everything. Yeah. Full vision over his opponents. He's even doing some real damage because he got such an early Thunderbelt.
Trolls all around the map, taking all the snapshots, man. I mean, it hasn't been any crazy golden hours. It's mostly just him stopping people in their tracks, pumping out a decent amount of damage himself, but also just being that threat, keeping Nightmare Esports from actually engaging or trying to disengage even in some cases. So with this Lord up, Team Falcons at any point can go ahead and start this thing up. It looks like they're going to go ahead and try to potentially push down the tier 1 bot. They'll get in position around it. They might even try to take or at least put some pressure on that orange buff. Well, look at this. Troll spots out Jasmine.
This
Nomad.
So good. This is so good. Look at this. The fact the Falcons have full control on both sides of the map.
Man.
They're
Yeah.
preying on the fact that Nightmare is too scared to walk up. You're too scared, no problem. I'll take a tier 1 down bot side. You're not touching the Lord, even better. More stacks for Troll, more time for Sano to scale.
Yeah. This is one of those cases where same thing. They don't have to rush the Lord. They're going to go ahead and play the macro, play the map, take down some of the turrets when they can. Even that tier 2 up top's almost down, but as they get centered up, they'll slowly make their way for this Lord. If Nightmare Esports wants to contest it, I'd be rather surprised with given how much damage they're lacking. So this is going to be a started up Lord already. Look at the positioning for Jasmine though. Is he going to try to pull some crazy play? He might be too late.
He's a little late on it. Yep, they call it off.
Yeah.
He could have cut right across, or maybe try and conceal. It could have been on cooldown, but I think this is probably for the best for Nightmare Esports, right? They don't exactly have all the items that they're looking for. Lightning Truncheon just got finished by iDid at this point, and now Falcons, the most ideal scenario is to fight underneath an inhibitor and take the inhibitor with no trade kills.
Uh-oh. Team fight in the jungle. Jasmine, half health.
Golden Hour's good. It finds 3 at an interception point. The spear will connect to the Appraiser's Rad just to try and take away the purple buff fast. RWM comes out late just to make sure that they can trap. Too easy for Lexi, but he can now tank the damage. Without Sano, it might be a little hard.
Yeah, they get the tier 2 down bottom. Nomad standing right next to the Lord. He'll go back to base. They know they have to get prepped and ready for a base defense. Facing it down the 6,000 gold deficit, Nightmare Esports. They've got the holy defenses. The one in the mid will pop. Still holding on to that bottom one as Nomad tries to go ahead and clear things out. Team Falcons MENA, they're going to capitalize the last tier 2 turret as that Lord charges in. They want to approach this base. A massive lead in a Black Dragon form.
Here we go. This is what we were looking for. They're trying to siege underneath the turret as the Black Dragon form flies through to zone them away. They take the inhibitor, no problem. And now it's time to trade. Boyette, they want a little bit more. They're going to go for 2 inhibitors as Jasmine says no. He walks up, doesn't find the angle for a Fatal Links, but right now Troll is stopping the entire back line as he dashes right through. Another inhibitor falls, and that's going to be too easy for Lexi, dying to Sano. Good catch from Boyette.
Team Falcons just dissecting Nightmare Esports right now. We'll take 2 base turrets. Oh, they want to go?
Here it is. Fatal Links into 2. RWM into the golden hours. Nightmare trying to disengage from this fight, but Juliana is just a little too deep, but he gets it. Sano ends up dying into the off fights. A shutdown onto Boyette. The double that saves the Nightmare life.
Juliana buys Nightmare Esports a little more time. Team Falcons got the 2 base turrets. They ended up staying a little bit too long in the base. Let's look at the instant replay here. This is where they're caught out. Sano's there. He gets Fatal Link too. He's just under half health, and Juliana sticks to him like that, pumping out that damage, just wanted to take him out enough. And he'll accomplish the job, buying themselves some more time. But with the way the game has been going, with the nature of these team fights have been going, there's so much more to work on if you're Nightmare Esports.
30 stacks already. This guy is getting a minimum of like 2.5 stacks every single minute. And he is having the time of his life. Now, looking on that top side, you can see that the damage is very relevant. Nomad is almost losing an entire bar. Oh no, wait, that's the BMI, and now the RWM is out, and now the Sharazu kills him. Sanji gets it, and now Falk attacking the back line. iDid next to try and turn this around, but he's got the golden hour, needs to drop it now. Oh no! He's locking down the right targets, and Boyette continues to chase. Jasmine in some trouble, but the Fatal Links will buy a little bit of time for the main carries to get back out of there as they reset underneath their base. They're going to be losing one more. Sano was pushing the mid the entire time, and that's going to be the crystal falling. Game 1 going over to Falcons, MENA.
Team Falcons with a finesse at the end will take game 1 in this best of 3 against Nightmare Esports. Man, the spear was thrown, it missed, it didn't matter. They'd had enough of a lead to go pretty much 4v5 and just cap out a win in a decisive